Now, page 4, the crime of the century perpetrated as part of the greatest political conspiracy in United States history. Question: why did Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York, force nursing homes to accept COVID-19 positive patients? Why did he do that? And why did other blue state governors do the same thing? Now, for the record, Cuomo will say that these nursing homes did not have to accept these patients. Sure, Governor, but at what cost? Or should we say, what was the incentive to accept these patients? Well, in New York, at least, the governor made a deal with the Nursing Home Association. Apparently, he effectively granted these nursing facilities for the old and infirmed legal immunity against prosecution for any deaths due to COVID-19. Yeah, sweetheart deal. These nursing facilities accept the patients, they spread the disease among the most vulnerable, and the governor indemnifies them. Disgusting. Okay, but why? Why would Governor Cuomo send people who have contracted the Wuhan coronavirus into these facilities knowing that they had become death traps? Why would anybody in their right mind send diseased people into a population that is most vulnerable to COVID-19? We knew early on, didn't we, that these nursing homes were bearing the brunt of the fatalities due to the virus. So why? And conversely, why did state governments shut down schools so quickly? It's something else that we understood very early about the Wuhan coronavirus. Young people, babies, grade school, high school, into college, were and are getting extremely sick from COVID-19 at a very, very, very low rate, almost zero. What's more, any epidemiologist worth his or her salt knows about herd immunity. And for herd immunity to fully develop, young people need to be out and about doing their thing, living life. In other words, they should be at school. So by closing schools, placing children under house arrest, and by forcing COVID-positive patients into nursing homes, these governors did exactly the opposite of what we should have been doing as a society. We should have allowed children to go to school while isolating nursing facilities from being exposed to anyone with the Wuhan coronavirus. So why? Why did Cuomo and company send the virus into these facilities? There's only one logical answer, and it is a political answer, and it deserves a criminal investigation. It could be the crime of the century. The truth is, these radical Democrat politicians hate Donald Trump that much that they are willing to sacrifice people, along with our economic stability, to achieve a greater political goal: more power. Yep. Crime of the century foisted upon the people of New York in order to execute the greatest political conspiracy in the history of this country. Right, Andrew?
Every person in the state needs the local governments to enforce the law.
Stop tape. There is no law. And this drives me nuts when I encounter people out there who say, you're not wearing a mask. It's the law. There is no law. In fact, there are laws against these edicts. It's called this crazy thing, the United States Constitution. There is no law mandating anything that this guy, Andrew Cuomo, has placed upon the people of New York. There's no law backing it up. Yes, he has, quote, emergency powers that are supposed to be temporary and supposed to be used during an actual emergency. We know now that the herd immunity rate in New York is now 68%. That means that the state of New York has achieved herd immunity. And if you look at the charts, if you look at the number of cases, it is flattened out. And if you look at the number of deaths, it has flattened out. This guy, Andrew Cuomo, is going to try and take credit for all of that.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.